Time now for everybody's favorite guessing game, What's My Line? Brought to you by Helene Curtis, makers of Stop It, Suave, Endon Dandruff Treatment Shampoo. Now, let's all play What's My Line? Now let's meet our award-winning What's My Line panel. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers from coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's a great pleasure to introduce a fine young actor who will be seen in 2 weeks on another network on the Tonight program and reopens this week in the drama Inherit the Wind, Mr. Tony Randall.
Mr. Dorothy, I believe I am the mystery panelist. On my left, I am proud to have the witty and pretty Miss Arlene Francis.
Thank you, Tony, and welcome to the panel. And now, my good neighbor at my left, and also my neighbor in the country, one of the very nicest men I know, Mr. Bennett Cerf.
It's my pleasure to introduce our panel moderator who keeps this show purring as smoothly as, well, the skin of our two lovely lady panelists, Dorothy and Arlene. Mr. John Charles Daly.
Bennett. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's try it again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to What's My Line. We're up to our old tricks tonight, and I think we have some trouble for the panel. By trouble, of course, we mean I think they're not going to be able to guess what we have by way of occupation or line here tonight. But I do have some grand news for the panel. Please put on your blindfolds. Thank you very much. We will also have a famous guest challenger before the panel a little bit later in the show. And we'll meet our first challenger in just 1 minute. Please. As you know, panel, when we ask you to blindfold yourselves, there is an area of identification having to do either with the possibility that one of you may have seen our guest, or costuming, or handwriting, or, in this case, we won't give you the information, the hometown, etc. All these things might tell you something, so we're not going to tell you anything tonight. But I would ask our guest if you're familiar with our scoring system, are you?
Very much.
Fine. In that event, let's let the folks at home and our friends here in the theater know exactly what your line is. And now, panel, give you some help. Our guest is salaried. Let's begin the general questioning with Arlene Francis.
Do you work for a profit-making organization?
No.
Swell.
One down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
I take it that you're a man, is that correct?
I think so.
Have you got anything whatever to do with the entertainment industry?
Yes.
You have. Are you a performer?
Sometimes, but not for pay. I entertain my friends.
So that would give you, I think, in basic terms of reference, a no, Bennett. You will agree. That makes it 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, then, this non-profit job that you have, for this job for a non-profit organization, is something other than in the realm of entertainment. Is that right? You do something besides entertaining.
Yes.
Do you work for some branch of the government?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Randall.
When you came on, I heard an hysterical child in the audience scream out of control.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to do... Are you a favorite of children in your work?
No.
Why, I know how to ask a no question.
That's it. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Francis.
I have to ask for permission to find out what Bennett's first question was. Would you repeat it? I'm terribly sorry.
Well, we established that he is working for a non-profit organization.
Yes, I found that out, but you asked
He
something.
is in the entertainment business, but he does not entertain.
I see. Is that it?
Yes, specifically the answer to the question was that while our guest does perform, he does it to amuse his friends and not for payment.
But he is in a branch of the entertainment business in some
The
way.
question was, did he have anything to do with the entertainment world? And the answer was yes.
Yes, I see. All right. Are you a behind-the-scenes character for whatever entertainment people get?
No.
No, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Got to have a small contact. Our guest, fighting me every inch of the way,
I haven't said a word.
said a word, is willing to agree that in a very general sense you could say he was behind the scenes, Miss Francis.
Do sports come into what his work is at all?
No.
That makes it 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Now, this being a non-profit in the entertainment industry, I take it you're not joking by meaning that you're temporarily out of work or something like that.
No joke is intended.
You are working now.
Oh, yeah, they got a
And
good
it's not-
job.
But it's a non-profit organization.
Right.
No money around.
Has it got anything to do with schools?
No.
That makes it 6 down and 4 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Were you ever employed by a profit-making organization?
Who?
Were you ever employed by a profit-making organization?
No.
7 down and 3 to go, Mr. Randall.
I don't want to insult anybody, but you have the voice of a former boxer. You are not a former boxer.
No.
That makes it 8 down and 2 to go, Miss Francis.
Do you have anything to do in the world of music?
Yes.
Do you have a band of any kind?
No.
9 down and 1 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Well, now wait. You're in the field of music, but it's non-profit. Is that right?
I was
Right.
thinking of an army thing.
Would you have anything to do with organizing musicians?
Long ago.
What?
Long ago.
Oh, I mean,
Yes, generally, I think the answer to that would be yes.
have you something to do with the musicians' union?
Yes.
Are you the head of the musicians' union?
Is that Petrillo?
Is that for you, Mr. Petrillo?
Mr. Patel. James Caesar Petrillo, the president of the American Federation
You
of
can
Musicians.
knock me over with the horn.
Knock you over with a horn. And also vice president of the AFL-CIO.
Yes,
But there's one thing, we did a little research, and I've got to read something to you. Somebody asked Jim one day, he's a trumpet, plays the trumpet, and asked him about his ability, and he said, if I was a good trumpet player, I wouldn't be here. I got desperate. I had to look for a job, so I went into the union business. But I must say that you have a lot of fun playing the trumpet still, don't you, Jim?
Well, Truman and I played a duet, you know.
Yes, I heard about it.
And,
Who was
my
better?
people tell me we set the music
Petrillo is
business
still
back
working.
20 years.
Back only 20 years.
20 years.
Oh, well. It was a lot of fun, though. Well, it was a lot of fun having you with us. And it's
Glad
very
to
good
be
of you
here,
to have
John.
come to be with us. And would you say good night to the family? Well, we very neat you up that time, panel. Let's see what you can do with another challenger. Will you come in and sign in, please? Takeshi Takisawa, is that right? And now, would you tell us where you're from?
Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois, presently. But early, where'd you come from at home?
Japan.
And what city in Japan?
Kobe.
Kobe. Oh, yes, we know of Kobe. And panel, just to make it easy on you, Mr. Takisawa likes to be called Casey. So come with me, will you please, Casey? And sit down here next to me. Do you know how we score this program, Casey? Do you know how we score it, how you get to win the game? Good. And Mr. K. Miura is going to help us to the degree that we need help because Casey is studying English, and he says it's giving him a lot of trouble. But you ought to see what Japanese gives me, Casey. Cheer up. All righty, well, let's let everybody at home and our friends here in the theater know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, Casey is salaried. Now let's begin the general questioning with Miss Kilgallen.
Casey, do you work for a profit-making organization?
Yes.
You're very handsome. Does that help you in your work?
I don't think so.
1 out of 9 to go, Mr. Randall.
Is there a product connected with what you do?
Yes.
Is this product found in the home?
Yes.
Let's see, is it found in any particular part of the home?
More
in one part than in another?
Is it found more in one part than another? Well, I want to be fair with you, Mr. Randall. Actually, when not in use, it would be reasonable to expect that it might be put in one place and there spend some time. However, when in use, so that we can give you a big fat
I don't understand you.
It's not more in one place than another. So that's 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Francis.
Casey, you're not the Japanese Sandman, are you? You're too wide awake for that. No. Casey, is this product something that you can hold in your hand?
Yes. Yes.
That's the longest yes we've had in some time. Is this product one that you can put in your mouth?
Yes.
Would it be better if you didn't put it in your mouth?
Yes.
Is it decorative at all? Is it pretty?
Yes.
Is it something that we import from Japan?
Yes.
Would a lady use this product?
Yes.
Would she use it on a warm day?
Yes.
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 Would she be cooler if she used it?
No.
Would she be hotter?
No, I will, if Casey will permit me, say no. There is no particular reason to believe that lady would be cooler if she used it on a hot day. Mr. Sir.
Mr. Takisawa, or Mr. Casey, as the case may be. As the case may be. You say that the lady would could wear this on a warm day. Mm-hmm. Could she also wear it on a cold day?
Yes.
In other words, this thing that she wears does not necessarily have anything to do with making her warmer.
That's right.
No. That's right.
No.
No, it does not necessarily have anything to do with making her warmer, yes.
Then it has nothing, it has nothing to do with silk. Is that correct?
No.
No, it has nothing to do with silk, yes.
And you say it would not be good to be put in the mouth. So then it has nothing to do with any food product, right?
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is it you say women wear it?
Yes.
Do men wear it also?
Yes.
They do.
Yes, sometimes.
All around product,
Is it, would it be some kind of ornament?
Yes.
Is it jewelry of any kind?
Yes.
Jewelry from Japan.
Oh, there's lots of it. Silver and...
Oh, Dorothy, has this got any... Thank you, Dorothy. Has this got anything to do with something that you would find in the waters adjacent to Japan?
Yes.
It's got something to do with pearls.
Yes.
This is Dorothy's, it's not mine. You have something to do with pearls, and we have to discover what you
Yeah.
do?
He dives.
You
for
die.
them.
You a pearl diver?
I just happened to bring a little one along with me. Well, how many carats is it?
1100 carats,
1,100 carats.
owned by Imperial Pearl Syndicate.
May we hold it for a minute?
Oh, sure.
Don't
trust these guys.
This is worth, and you know, I think this is an interesting fact, only $100,000. It's the biggest pearl in the world, and Mr. Takisawa found it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's a beautiful thing, too.
I'd like to
Lovely.
see the oyster that came in.
You like to see the oyster this came in?
Yeah.
Well, this is a dinner. This isn't an appetizer.
John, how do we happen to be favored with Casey's presence here? Is he here on business or?
Well, no, Casey's visiting.
Yes, he's going over to Bamberg, New York, New Jersey tomorrow. And this is going to be shown at the store.
At Bamberger's in Newark.
Oh,
Actually,
sure,
that
there'll be-
presupposes, you see, that Mr. Miuri is going to get it back. But I've got news for you. Very nice to have seen you, Mr. Miuri. Very nice to have seen you, Mr. Takisawa. Thank you. I nearly got away with it. Actually, I think Mr. Miuri thought I ought to be...
I
Beg
would
pardon?
say, if we were scoring that one, it's Kilgallen to Francis to Surf.
The old triple play. Fingers
Mr.
to
Randall, we
Everest
were
to
glad
chance.
you were here.
Well, we'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment. And now we come to the special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery celebrity, for which I've to ask my friends on the panel to blindfold themselves once again. Are the blindfolds all in place, panel?
Back on.
Okay, will you come in, mystery challenger, and sign in, please? All right, panel, as you know, in the case of our mystery challenger, we go to a different form of questioning. You will ask one question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise, and we'll begin it all with Bennett Cerf.
Well, I must follow a hunch of my son Christopher and ask, have you anything to do with the sports world?
Yeah, no. That's one down and 9 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
What was that, a no?
That was a no, yes.
Have you anything to do with music?
Yes.
Mr. Randall?
You are a musician.
No. Two down and 8 to go, Miss Francis.
But you are a comedian.
I don't like the way you said that, but, yeah.
Mr. Cerf?
Are there more than one of you here?
Yes.
Miss Kilgallen?
Are you appearing anywhere in New York at the moment?
Well, I'm right here.
I mean, aside from here.
What do you have particularly in mind, Dorothy, so we don't mislead you?
Oh, you wouldn't do that, John.
No, I wouldn't think of it.
I mean, are you currently to be seen in stage show, supper club show, presentation house, or motion picture theater other than this?
Well, that's right. You answer first, will you? You'll talk first.
What?
I said the diamond's got to talk first.
Mr. Takiwasa was back.
Very soon appear in a show.
Am I next?
Yes, I think actually, Dorothy, for the record, they are not presently appearing, so we give you a no on that. 3 down and 7 to go.
I thought we got a no to, are there more than one? I guess I'm really confused. Oh,
Are you,
Bye. Go ahead,
Mr.
John.
Randall? Go ahead.
I'm
Be
such an
brave.
eager beaver. Are you man and wife?
Uh-huh.
Miss Francis.
Have you appeared on television?
Yes.
Mr. Cerf.
Have you got a regular show on television?
Well, you know how regular is on television.
Well, as shows go, would you call it a regular one?
Yeah, this one's going.
O'Gallan.
I'm nowhere. I passed Mr. Randall.
Mr. Randall?
I know I'll...
The show is the female half of this married couple about to appear in a show based on a comic strip?
Yes.
Well, Tony has it. The male half of the show is the comic strip with a cigar. And Tony knows who it is. You want to say it, Tony?
Ernie Kovacs and Marilyn Monroe.
Ernie Kovacs over there, and beautiful Edith Adams here next to me. Don't you like the way I arrange these things so I get Edith next to me and the cigar is on the other side? How's the cigar doing?
Fine, if I let go of your chair, I'll fall on the floor.
Sorry, there isn't an awful lot of room.
Edie just came over from run-through of Lil Abner and just walked in exactly as I was coming out the sign. Edie walked in and they handed her a piece of chalk just as she came around the corner.
Actually, that's fun. I didn't know that Edith was going to be here until Gil Fate stood over in the corner and held up 2 fingers. I thought it was just going to be Ernie. It was that
Could
close.
I ask a favor, Miss Adams?
Yes.
We've never had Marilyn Monroe on the show. Would you do one little bit so that we make believe we have her?
I guess it's all right. She's out of the country. I guess I
Yes.
can. Well, it certainly has been a pleasure to appear on this show.
Could Ernie do Arthur Miller?
I can't even do Arthur Murray.
We like you both just the way you are.
Well, actually, you've had a very busy summer, Ernie. I'm surprised that you can still sit up. You had that morning operation on my home network, and then you've been doing the Sid Caesar show. And then I read the papers, right? It doesn't look like you're even going to let up now. You just keep on going.
No, I'm starting another thing in October 1st, the night thing that Tony's going to do before that, tonight. And,
Oh, wonderful. And
I
Edith
keep
is
saying
going to
things,
do
but there's so many networks all mixed up here.
and Edith is going to do Little Abner.
Back here November 15th, but out in Washington.
Well, I'd like to think you were going to be back right here where you are now on November 15th.
We leave
That would
on
be fun.
Monday.
You got to leave on Monday? Well, I'm sorry. I must say we've had a lot of fun having you with us. We knew we would, and thanks very much for coming, Edith.
you,
and
John.
Thank you, John.
very much, Ernie, for coming with us. Good success to both of you. Funny, just putting something together here, was wondering if I could cover all the bases on Ernie Kovacs and his lovely bride. And he just said after this whole list of things he does, and he's probably the busiest man in America, with a couple of $100,000 worth of pearls, which I hope to be able to get. This is John Daly saying good night, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Good night, John, and I'd like you to come in with the name of the band that Mr. Petrillo played for that was non-profit making next week. Good night, Tony. Come again.
Good night. It's been so much fun. Good night, Arlene.
Good night, Tony. Good luck and inherit the wind all over again. And good night, dear neighbor.
My son was so sure it was going to be Rosewall and Hode tonight.
Yes.
I thought so, too. Good night, John.
Well, actually, a lot of people get fooled. I thought there might be some baseball here, too. And Dorothy, to answer your question, he works for the American Federations of Musicians, not for a band.
I meant when he was a trumpet player.
Oh, he didn't. He just said he was a bad trumpet player, which is why he never
was no
tried to get
profit.
it. Never played for anybody.
John, what happened to Miss America?
Being with us here on my line. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Travel arrangements on What's My Line are made through American Airlines. American Airlines flies our contestants in luxurious comfort aboard DC-7 flagships. This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production in association with the CBS Television Network.